and action. You want to do the intro? Whatever.
But this is not a news.
It doesn't matter. Well, it is.
I know, but
I've never had this before, so it's news. New.
It should be a news. This is not the 1950s.
It wasn't even from the 50s. I don't even know what it sounded like in the 50s. Maybe it was. I just remember from like the 80s. Okay, give me a more modern sounding news show.
I wasn't gonna make any beats or anything out of my damn mouth, like you're over there doing. Well, this is we'll call this the Bearcade.
Bearcade?
Yeah.
All right.
Bearcade episode 1. So we have Sean and Hector on the next episode of the episode we're watching right now.
It's October 8th, 2020. Okay, we're still in the pandemic. Hector just got back from Vegas. Came home to a very great birthday present. But wait, you're not gonna drink out of the fucking can, dude? I'm
no, this is something
drink
else.
Out of the can.
This is something else. This is hard liquor. Asshole.
Man, get the fucking door. Fucking your pimp's looking for you. Okay, here we go.
So wait,
That smell is vile. I'm not used to.
Dude,
I've been drinking the same beer for 20 years. Okay, give me a break.
I know, but relax. You gotta look at it. Did you read the?
I gotta look at it. You mean like I don't know? I can't see anything, and it's like really dark and.
All right, so did you look what's inside of it compared to your shitty ass beer?
What's inside of you?
Well,
what's inside hops? I know that the hoppy. It's very hoppy.
Yeah, so it's not gonna have like the piss drink water that you drink.
I've had some good beer, dude. We went to Peace,
and this has good flavor to it. Honestly, this is one of my favorite beers. So.
Wow. Okay.
But you know what? This lets you know, Sean. Like a bottle of that, you'll start feeling it. Then after you're drinking 2, you might feel a nice little buzz.
Oh yeah, you don't even notice the taste anymore, and then it's like drinking filet mignon.
To me, it's like drinking 6 of those is like drinking a 12-pack. Because it's what 6%, 6 point something,
7.5. 7.5. Yeah.
Which you drink has 4.4 or something.
No, 5.9. Fucker. You know what this reminds me of? You remember a piece they had a drink? I don't know if they still got it. It was called Golden Arm. It was obviously. Shut up! Don't. It's not. You thought of Iron Man right then, and did you?
No, I just did that for no reason.
Yeah, it was called Golden Arm, and it was really, really like it gets you at first. It was like really, really bitter, which I don't really like bitter beers, but
that was not bad.
It was good tasting.
I just had 2 of those last night because I usually buy me the bottles, but then I had the canned ones. But the smaller can. That one you got a bigger one, so that's a nice size. I think I drank one of those the other day on the strip in Vegas because it's much stronger. Then some Modelo's. They were selling like a 3-pack of those Modelo's for like $9.
You get any free alcohol when you were there? Like when they were doing nothing, they didn't come up to ask you or give you free complimentary drinks while you're at the slots or whatever.
No, because I did I think they stopped it in some places, but I don't know which ones.
So I done the research, find out which ones that were.
I think it was more of the older ones, but
yeah,
I can't say
I guess so. That makes sense. You go to the Bellagio and they're not going to give you free alcohol. No.
I think I went in there and they just look at you like you shouldn't be sitting down in our damn seats if you're not playing. Well, you just wasted space.
What was that one place that had like that it was like a tower in the front of it? It would change colors and lights and stuff like that. It was really cool. I don't want to try and recreate like that. Where was that?
Caesars.
Little Caesars. Like a 5 pizza.
Caesar Palace.
That was the only place that I actually enjoyed when I was there. I thought it was really cool the way it was. I mean, that was 97, but it was really cool. They were just building the Bellagio. Then we watched them through the water.
Every time I go there, Sean, every year they're always building something. Yeah. If like one of the hotels that I used to stay at like a couple of years ago, like maybe 5 years ago, I knew it was getting torn down like a year ago. So it's still getting torn down, but they're building some other casinos or whatever else, like right across the street from it. Like they keep rebuilding and rebuilding, never nonstop.
That fucking stadium, I'm telling you, it looked like the front of a fucking car, of a truck. It was pretty badass.
It looked real nice.
Imagine how it looks inside. Have you seen any pictures of what it looks like inside? What was the name of the stadium? What was it?
It's named after airlines. Allegiance Stadium.
I know, but what's the team?
The Raiders.
Fucking teams. The Raiders.
Yeah.
Aren't they supposed to be? Wasn't it Oakland? They were in Oakland.
They moved to Las Vegas.
I didn't even know Las Vegas had a football team. That just seems weweird.
This is the first year.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, man. I hope they don't have their practices there.
The stadium just opened up this year. Actually, the beginning of the season. Yeah, they were playing last season. Their last season was in Oakland or somewhere. They were playing different places, I think. And yeah.
Isn't there a Bears game on tonight?
Yes, sir. 7:30.
What are they at right now? What are they 5-0 or 4-1 or whatever? 5-6 and 7.
3-1, sir.
3-1. I thought they were 4-0 the other day.
Well, they lost.
Yeah, well, that sucks.
Yeah, shit
Wish I could
happens.
watch it. I do have like TV. I found out it's called TV
Yeah,
Plus.
I'm telling you, you're not listening. Let me figure out that issue with that Amazon, and you can watch it on Amazon too.
Yeah, I told you I'm banned for 6 months. Well, now it's probably 5 months.
Why you don't
I
just put it
already,
on did you put it under my
I
name?
already talked to him. I already talked to them.
You put it under my name.
It has
If you
nothing to
don't-
do. It's because it's my account that's
You're not
linked
listening.
to yours.
You know,
That's how it works. My account
Okay.
is linked to yours. That's why I was getting those notifications from my mom because our accounts were linked, and I can't do it as long as I have an account with them. I cannot share it in anybody else's household for 6 months. Now 5 months. So I already talked to them.
okay, I understand that, but if I would go to your house and log in there under my name, you can get access, right?
I don't know. I mean, no. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'd feel comfortable doing that.
I'm just asking this question.
But I don't
You're
think
not gonna, I'm not going to turn you in or to.
I don't know. I
an
don't
episode of-
feel comfortable doing that. I don't do that.
I know you don't. I know you don't do that. So how's the beer?
It's tolerable. I mean,
I like
my
it.
beer. I like my beer because it tastes sweet. This does not taste sweet. I'm used to my sweet tasted beer.
Little sweet ass, just straw.
But no, the
Nasty
memory,
ass.
the memory of it though is what's making me drink it. Otherwise, I would just say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go." I got 2 of these. The other one was like $5 for both of them. So, because you can buy them individually, it was like $9 for a 6-pack of fucking little something. I'm like $10. I paid
Yeah, they
13 for 30.
Yeah, cheap ass.
That's fine. It does me good. I don't need anything expensive. It's
I
like,
know,
it's
but
like
listen.
washing myself with T-bone steaks. And just because it's expensive and good
I know,
doesn't
but
mean I
don't
should
get
do it.
don't get angry when you go to a bar and they don't carry your beer. But,
No, I don't.
oh, you don't have natty? What do you mean you don't have natty?
I've never done that, nor will I ever. If I go
I
to
want a
bars,
straw, and I'll be like, I
Coors.
want a straw with that too, sir.
I usually do Coors if I'm going out to a bar or some shit like that.
Yeah,
So,
something
so
right in the
check-
middle, right?
check this out. So I'm going to talk some shit about some people at my job just because they did some really stupid shit. Because they went to a local in Gurney. They went to a local biker bar. It's the biggest fucking bar club, well, not club, but whatever. It's called Jesse Oaks. You might have heard it. They were in the news. Huge outbreak of coronavirus. What the
Alright.
fuck are they going to a bar? Why are they going to a bar? Why are they doing that? It was like 20 people that came down with the virus. It was crazy. It was absolutely shut
Really?
down the bar. Yeah, well, yeah, they got caught for not adhering to the CDC laws. But the thing about Jesse Oaks is that it's only a biker bar, but it's also a cop bar. There's a lot of cops like
So
at this
wait,
place.
Do they have volleyball?
Yeah.
Courts
Yep,
around there?
But yep,
I've
they
been
have
there.
indoor and outdoor volleyball.
I've been there
Huge.
before.
Yeah,
I know.
huge. So
Yeah.
what they decided to do was they decided to quarantine themselves for 14 days. They didn't get tested. They just decided to do it because they just don't want to work. So they're giving a way out. That's all they. It's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. You know,
Bullshit. I know.
bullshit. It's bullshit on top of bullshit. I was working on my Sean Connery today and it turned into JFK. I know how do you get from Sean Connery to JFK, but it happened. Great Lakes, what's that? Fitzgerald. You always cover up the fucking name with your fingers, man. You need to cut off your fat fingers. Great Lakes Brewing Company. Edmund Fitzgerald. Isn't that
I don't.
Nice shit.
I've been having this beer with me for years. This one and the other one.
oh, it's probably expired by now then. Yeah, at least I'm not doing it. Shut up with that fake laugh here. Stop it.
No, I'm saying it's just so funny. Like that's why I'm kind of hesitant of drinking it because what if it tastes like it's crap?
And you don't know the difference.
If it's good or not. But see, this one, man, because I can just run to the store and give me a 6-pack. I don't care.
Well, okay, no, seriously. You were really serious ahead for years. What's the
This-
alcohol content?
What, the other one, I don't know. I don't think it's that high.
I think beer lasts maybe 90 days, something like that. Well, you'll know when you get the shits today.
This is when I worked at Sam's Club. So it's been a few years.
Yeah.
I had it in and out the fridge, but this one has bourbon in it.
Ooh. I don't like
And
bourbon, but that sounds interesting.
yeah, and my friend had got it for me. It's pretty expensive beer. He like $20 or $10 a bottle or something like that.
What? Fuck that.
That's why I'm like, okay, I was appreciative that he got me that one, and it's by Goose Island too. Okay, you know that.
Yeah. I noticed that on the lid, the cap has the goose on there.
Okay.
So what is that, an IPA? Which I just found out what IPA stands for today, which didn't help me in knowing what an
It's
IPA really
14.
is.
It's 14.7.
Damn. That's wow.
14.7.
Don't chug that bitch. Bitch. Don't chug that bitch. Oh, check this out. So I want to do a little an intro or a logo from remember the electric company?
Oh, okay.
And you remember how there'd be a face on one side of the screen and another face on the other side of the screen, and one would say like they were trying to say the word like words that start with p. So one would say po, and the other one would say me, and they say pony.
Okay.
So I want to do that with our logo. Shid talking. But anyways, and doing the research to find out exactly how it looked, I came across a Morgan Freeman when he used to be on there. I don't know if you knew that Morgan Freeman used to be on the
I
electric
knew
company.
that. He's an old motherfucker, but
He was a DJ on there, and he spins the wheel to see who won some money, and calls the person that won. And dude, it was fucking Peter Griffin. It was the guy, it was supposed to be a woman, but the woman sounded exactly like Peter Griffin. And Todd McFarlane is a huge fan of Sesame Street. He's a big fan of Electric Company. He's made many references of Electric Company on his shows. I wouldn't be surprised if that's where he got the accent for Peter Griffin.
I don't know, but he did a few episodes. I think he explains how he got the voices, but I can't remember. But
the only thing it doesn't have is that quahog accent. He sounds like Peter Griffin, but he doesn't have that quahog kind of accent to it. But it's totally the same voice. I wish I could put it up while we're doing this cast and play it for everybody, but I think that'd be some sort of weird. I don't know. It's on my history on my phone. Maybe I can get it. But it's your turn. So you say something.
Okay.
I think it's been your turn the entire time.
I know you just won't shut the hell up. So I'm gonna open up this Great Lakes one.
Okay. He's already drunk.
Oh, I heard a fizz.
Well, that's good. That's actually a good. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea. I completely forgot what I was looking for. What was I looking for? Oh yeah.
Oh, about the rebirth of Michael Jackson.
The rebirth of dude. I've been listening to a lot of Michael Jackson lately.
I see.
Seriously, that and some Van Halen. Rest in peace, Eddie Van Halen.
I know you died on my birthday.
I found it. All right, that sounds good. You can hear that pretty good, right? Does that sound good?
Okay, brothers and sisters and misses and misters, here's your daddy-o with
Yeah,
the
man.
sounds to go. No shucking, no jive, and I'm telling you, your music's right.
Well, anyways, maybe it's fast forward.
Not bad, actually.
Here we go.
Tell me to talk.
Here's the ding-a-ling to do your thing. Hello, Brenda Bradley. Your name was just picked by our lucky pick picker. Congratulations, Brenda.
Yes, Brenda Bradley, you got the wrong number.
Okay, Brenda, we're going to show you the names of 3 songs that have the same sound that's found in your name. That's Brenda Bradley. B-R. Brenda Bradley. And we'll
Remember, it's a kid's show, everybody.
B-R in them, and then you pick the one you want to hear. Okay, Brenda? Now listen. Okay, here's the first one now. It is Breakfast in Brazil.
Breakfast in Brazil, it's so terrific. Breakfast in Brazil.
Tell me that's not Peter Griffin without the accent.
And maybe when your cold gets
It sounds like it.
thing for us.
I ain't got a coat. Listen,
You know?
Here comes number 2. It is a romantic ballad called
I'm pretty impressed at how that sound came across like that.
Yeah, you have to look it up.
Well, I mean, once I figure out now how this works, like I can do videos while we're doing all that stuff about making references to other things. It's a piece of cake now. I got it.
Not bad. Tastes pretty decent.
Yeah.
I didn't die yet.
Alcohol is a preservative, man. Might just take you a long time to die. All right, so tell me more about Vegas. Tell me what how many hookers you hook up with, or did you do the hooking?
No, man.
I'm telling you.
You're like, I suck you for $10. two roll of slot machine. I take your dick for $1.
That's really offensive out there. I'm really sorry to anybody that would be in any way, whatever nationality you are. That's really offensive, but I just think it's funnier.
Why is that?
Shut the fuck up. You know why it's funny. Don't fucking feel this. Don't need you fucking feel.
Nah,
Just
you
want
should know-
disclaimers.
You know
Disclaimers.
better than that, Sean. You do this every week.
That's my bread and butter, man. I got to do some voices. They may suck all the time, but
I told you not to.
you never.
I
Did you get your
well,
laptop
nah.
fixed? Did you get your laptop fixed?
Oh my God, this guy. I just came back yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to go get
Well, I figured maybe you drop it off before you left or something like that. That way, like when you go to the bathroom at a restaurant and you come back and your food's there, you're like, damn.
Well, no, I didn't do that. Like I said, I haven't had any issues with it lately, so we're doing good. So, Vegas was fun. All I did was just relax, man. It was nice and hot, but not as humid as I thought it would be. Like damn, I'm
No.
sweating my ass off or anything like that. Because it was like 95.
It was
Even in the
humid.
morning. Well, the humidity, I think I saw like a 12 something, 12% or whatever number. I don't know what the numbers for that means. But like when I got up early in the day, it was like 70, so the weather was still nice. Sunny, it's pretty much sunny. So I don't know if I came back with a tan or anything, but
I
the
can
weather
never
was
tell.
nice. Yeah, I can tell.
I can never tell.
Well,
I mean,
when
I
I
can
have
never
my
tell on me.
well, if I have my shirt off, you'll see.
No, please, for all of our sake. Hey, speaking of
Excuse
which, you didn't go back and doctor our last video. You just leave it at numbers. It's binary to these people. They don't understand what any of that means. You know, come on, man. You need to fucking. I don't care if it's your birthday.
I didn't do
I
that.
don't care what. I don't care where the fuck you
You
are.
did that.
I always do stuff like that. It's your job to fill in the fucking shit. Add the tags. All right. Fucking
sir.
lazy cocksucker. Oh, my friend. A friend of mine came up to me because I sent out, an invite to watch our show, and my friend came up to me and she's like, your show is so funny, and I'm like, oh, you watched it? She's very religious. She's a very religious woman. I was like, you watched? She's like, yeah, but you swear too much. You and your friends swear way too much. I'm like, I just was impressed that you watched it. So it's, there's that. And I think we got 8 subscribers now.
Oh, last time I saw it was
Something like
6.
that, 7. Oh, not so much. It was 7.
Oh, okay. Last time I saw it
So
was
I
6.
haven't checked. I haven't been on there because I forget to go back to my page, and then I'll like stuff, and it'll all be on that account. So, but and you do the same thing too. I saw that you like some stuff on there, and you watch some videos while you were logged into that account. Because that's not your main account, correct? That's not your main account. Your main,
No.
not your main YouTube. Okay, yeah.
No, I have a different one.
So, yeah, I was pretty excited about that. Other people are like, I'm old. People are old. They don't want to. They don't understand what a podcast is. So I'm sorry that all you old people don't. Now they're gonna listen to and watch. They'll be like, motherfucker. This is why we don't fucking listen to you because you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah, stop swearing. You swear too much. Your friend was right.
Thank you for. Let me put this because I know we're not getting paid, but maybe we will one day. Thank you for listening. And Dorothy, and Nick, and who else are? I think that's it.
Oh, your mom not subscribed?
Dorothy had an issue with the swearing. My mom was just like, "No, you guys are just crude, very crude. I couldn't listen to you." She said we're funny, but I don't want my mom listening to this. I don't swear in front of her parents. I don't talk like this. And there's like the way we talk. I don't talk like this in front of other people. I don't talk like this at work.
Of course not.
I get fucking fired.
You're such a lame at work. I would have to get it out of you.
Not anymore. Yeah.
I would have to get you out of your shell if I was working with you to get like that.
No, I used to be like that. I'm not like that anymore. Now I'm fucking a cold fish at work.
I have to get Knock Shop around you to get you out of your
shell. How's he doing? Have you had any kind of contact with Knock Shop?
Oh,
Last time I did, like his kid, he has a white wife and kids, and for him.
I think so. Yeah, he's doing pretty good.
It's
He's hanging out with him.
You know that. It's because of us.
Nah, he's a funny guy. Like
we pulled him out of that shell. Oh, Knock Shop's hilarious.
He can make you laugh. That dude's some
and he knows it too.
He did a lot of crazy things. I was like, man, this guy has a lot of energy.
Yeah. Yeah, that was almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Can you imagine now? You hear about the Batman? Push back till fucking 2022, man.
Well, you got to realize, man.
I don't care. That's not the point.
Listen, there's 2 movie studios or theaters that shut down.
Not yet. AMC's still up.
I know AMC is still up, but 2 other ones. Cinemark
Regal is going.
And Regal.
Regal is gone.
They closed down like 500.
But all of them are going.
Well, AMC said they're not going to close because they have a deal with Universal. So I guess Universal is going to try to release some movies this year. But that's the reason why AMC is not going to shut their doors yet. So
well, no, because then they're all going to get Regal's businesses. But there's another thing that you have to pay.
Who's there?
So I have to. I'll send you. I think I sent you the article, but so back in the day, like 100 years ago or whatever, 75 years ago, 70 years ago, it was the movie companies that made the movies that own their own movie houses. So
yeah.
And that's the way that it worked. And then there was the government got involved in it and said, no, you can't do that, and took the power away from them. So then these movie studios came about, or these movie theaters came about, and then they, because if you own a movie and you don't want to show it in Kentucky, then you didn't show it in Kentucky. But when then they came out with these movie theaters, these independent people, then they just showed the movies, and it became like normal life, like we've known it for all of our lives, right? Well, that particular contract, or whatever you want to call it, ended. So now the movie studios can now make their own movie theaters, and they can show whatever they want at those movie theaters. So let's say there's a movie that, that Christopher Nolan's making for this company, and they don't want to show it in New York. They don't have to show it in New York. because they'll have complete control over.
Well, I understand that,
own.
especially like when they do like small releases in certain places, and then later on they'll do bigger releases,
Right.
nationwide. So I understand what you're saying.
More like indie films where they're just limited. But I mean, but that was never their choice for the most part. Now movie studios can now make like fucking Universal can make their own fucking Universal Studio movie theater.
Well, they make a lot of stuff. They got their
Yeah.
own.
But what is that going to do for AMC? AMC is okay for right now because they still got some time before all these companies start doing that. But once they start doing that, it's gonna be crazy.
Well,
I can't even imagine that existed like that before.
I guess they're just hoping and crossing the fingers to see what happens in the beginning of next year. If the vaccine comes out, that hopefully by May is when they figure they're gonna release any movies. But hopefully, if they can do it by February, and that's kind of pushing it. You know,
I don't know, man. This just seems to get worse every day, and it's like
everybody
and for us-
votes. You
Well,
gotta
here's
vote.
the thing. Like for us, like we're being petty because we just want to see some fucking movies. You know what I mean? Who cares what the fuck's going on in the world? Make some fucking movies for us. And we're mad at that. When's the last time we went to Redbox? I mean, there's like nothing in there that's like worth like they're sending incentives like free movies for the next year. Just rent something for
Right.
God's sakes,
That's
But
fine. Yeah,
it's pretty fucked up. What were you gonna say?
Oh no, I see what you're saying. This, I went to go see Tenet, and
Yeah, talk. Don't no spoilers, but just is it hyped? Was it too much hype? Was it better or worse than his other movies, or because I kind of felt like it was like Inception a little bit.
it seems like more like an Inception. If you kind of pay attention to certain scenes in the movie, then you start catching on. Hopefully, you start catching on and think like, "Oh, this is what's going on," because it takes a minute to kind of introduce the movie, and then you have to kind of follow through what's going on, and then when you kind of find out, okay, this is what's going on, and then they still are give you more information about the movie. It takes a minute to figure out what's going on until you get the idea, like, okay, this is what's going on.
Or it could be just you.
It could be me, but I don't know. I liked it. It had a good action.
Yeah.
And then, but when you get towards the end and you see what you're missing, like, okay, I knew that and that, and it comes apart, but it's not that bad. But it's similar to Inception. It just makes you paying attention. That's all.
Yeah.
But I liked it.
Anything
liked it.
new, like not technology, but a new, like I've never seen that before in a movie. Like what they did in Inception. There were so many different things in that movie that I'd never done before.
Well, like all that thing when they're doing was all these reversing, everything went backwards and stuff like that. So that was just like kind of remind me of the Matrix in a sense, because they kept on doing all these reverse stuff. But the chase scenes I kind of liked a lot actually. I'm trying to remember one that was pretty good. I can't remember, but it wasn't that bad actually. The car chase scenes and everything, and the fight scenes were pretty good. So I liked it.
Oh, I got my test results back. I'm negative, so you don't have to worry about HIV. No, my results for my COVID, they came back negative, so I'm good. Not that so I can go now to my mom's house and not have to worry about. Well, I don't even know how that all works. I don't know. Whatever.
You call your mom and like, Mom, can I come over?
We're not
Hey,
going to
son.
talk about that. We're not going to talk about this.
Come over, Sonny.
You sound like an 80-year-old woman from the 40s. Let's see what else. Yeah, I'm upset about the Batman. I watched. Was disappointed in the Crisis on Infinite Earths, the five episode arc that was on the CW shows. Flash, Batwoman.
Oh,
Did not really care for Batwoman all that much. Batwoman, Legends Tomorrow, Flash, Arrow, and Supergirl. And while it was cool, it was really cool to see, some of the Smallville cast. It was really cool. It was very interesting to see Brandon Routh play both Superman and also his character Adam on the show. They had to make him
Adam
sort of
West?
meek. No, Adam. No, I forgot what his name is on the show, but I stopped watching it a long time ago. But I wanted to watch the crossover series to see how it turned out. It was.
Of course, it's not gonna be that good.
No,
What
movies
made
are
you think-
so much. Well, no, because I like the shows. I used to like them when I was able to download them and shit like that. But they don't have the kind of production value that movies do.
That's the thing about it. It's like even when they do like all these crossovers between these shows, like I don't care. I think if it was maybe because I'm more of a Marvel fan, I might enjoy it more. So whenever they start coming out with these Marvel shows, I'll be like, oh, I like the crossovers if they ever do one like that, more than the DC.
Not the ones you talk about like WandaVision and Winter Soldier and Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
New Mutants. Go ahead.
I think they'll do it more with the She-Hulk and Miss Marvel.
I am so excited for She-Hulk. I have not been excited for any kind of Marvel production in a really long. No, seriously.
Calm down.
No, dude, because I've always loved She-Hulk. When I first started reading comic books, she was one of my favorite characters because she was the Hulk and she was also herself. So she was able to.
She was
had
sexy.
this oh yeah, even as the She-Hulk, and she would even go into courtroom and she would defend people, or I can't remember if she was defense or she was or what she was, but she would wear like custom made clothing to accommodate her size and stuff like that. And I'm really so curious to see how they're going to do that on the show. If it's going to be a CGI character, or if they're going to I don't know. I really don't. I'm very, very excited because I enjoy her so much. She brought so much. She brought so much to the Fantastic Four when she became. That's how I found her, is through the Fantastic Four. And she was just so sexual. There's one issue where she's on the roof of the Baxter building and she's tanning, sun tanning, nude. And a helicopter from a pornographic company flies over and starts taking pictures of her as she's tanning. And she's jumping, trying to catch this helicopter from building, trying to get this fucking guy who's taking these pictures. Finally, they posted them, and she's just this great character. Better get Mako. You gonna check my messages while Will's waiting. Yeah. Do 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 I'm just waiting for my buddy to come back on. Somehow he got lost and he's no longer a part of the podcast anymore. But I figured I'd share with you. The behind the scenes sort of stuff. Where the fuck did he go? And it's always a super pleasure looking at you. You look so pretty. So, and I'm glad that I'm seriously glad that you were able to get that fixed, because when it comes to tech support, it is so hard with all that sometimes. Yeah, turn that around now. Oh, there we go. How you doing? Back at you. I always wanted to be a radio DJ. I'm just waiting for my buddy to come back on. Somehow he got lost and he's no longer a part of the podcast anymore. But I figured I'd share with you, the behind the scenes sort of stuff. And shut off on me. I'm gonna log right back in. Admit one. Ready, player one. See, that just serves you right for not taking your computer in before you went on vacation.
Then, I don't know. I'll have to look into it now. I'll have to do it. It's just that they keep it a little bit longer than the amount of time you read it, so that's the reason why.
You were going to be gone, so that would have been fine.
I probably would never gotten it back today.
That's fine, because you can always use your phone. Is it a Spider-Man book bag? It looked like a Spider-Man book bag.
It's a blanket.
Is it a Spider-Man blanket? Is it a Spider-Man blanket? It is a Spider-Man blanket, isn't it? Oh no, it's on the cover. Is it? What is it? Is it Spider-Man?
It's a blanket. It's a Spider-Man blanket.
Wow, I fucking rock.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. I rock and I roll. Anyways, we're still recording. Make sure we're still recording. Well, now it's the reverse. Now it's like the background is your body. I wish I had some symbols. I like that. That's pretty badass. Yeah.
There we go.
Inferior blue screen technology, but
like Thanos.
Dude, I watched the Invisible Man. 1935.
Oh, the old one.
The black and they did a really great job with their fucking. Well, back then it was black screen or whatever, but they really the technology was amazing what they did for that movie. It's a good movie too. It's a lot of very interesting cultural things that happened back then that I never was aware of. So
yeah, I remember watching those movies back then.
I'm trying to watch some classic horror movies. I just watched Frighteners. I watched fucking American Werewolf in London, which was always a big favorite of mine when I was a kid.
You watched Aliens, didn't you?
Yep, Aliens. Also saw that when I was a little kid too. My parents didn't understand that, just because you're a baby doesn't mean you won't retain memories. And I remember all that stuff. I remember
I
seeing
remember.
Jaws.
I remember seeing Aliens at the theater, so that shit was crazy. But the one that I hated watching, I don't know if I saw it in the theaters. I think I did. I don't know if I did. But I think I saw it in the theater. Fucking The Exorcist, man. That's just The Exorcist.
No, dude, you're too young to have seen it in the theaters. It would have to have been a reissue. Same thing with
It came out what year?
Exorcist was in the 70s. You would have been a baby. It had to have been a reissue. The same thing with what was the other movie you said?
I wasn't a baby. Well, I think I must have saw it on TV. But anyways,
Yes, it definitely. What was the other movie you said?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Is it Exorcist and Alien? Alien came out in 1978, bro. You would have been 3, okay? 2, because it came out in the summer. So you would have been 2. You did not see it in the theaters, and if you did, you like me have a grand memory.
That must have been the other one that I saw. The other Aliens, the second one.
Second one was 87. So yeah, definitely.
That would be the one I
Alien.
saw
Aliens.
with an S.
1973, The Exorcist. You weren't even born yet.
Oh, that's good. Still scary ass movie.
Oh yeah, it's scary. William Friedkin, man. He was a tyrant of a director. Jesus Christ. Him and Stanley Kubrick should have got together and directed people together. I'm noticing now that there's some weirdness with my microphone. What is it?
I heard that there was something else that's
yeah.
going on with some movies.
What's that?
I think with Marvel. I'm trying to think we must have left something out. I don't know if they mentioned.
Are you talking about the movies that they pushed back?
Well, no, not that they pushed back. Spider-Man starts filming, I think, this weekend.
Yeah,
Did you?
and-
We didn't talk about this last week about Jamie Foxx. I don't
like
mind.
Jamie Foxx. I do. I love him.
I think his character's gonna look a little bit different.
He won't be blue. Kevin Feige already said he won't be blue.
Yeah. So.
But I think what you want, he's supposed to be coming back in Spider-Man 3, but obviously the MCU version of it. And then there's what's his name? There's a guy who played Spider-Man before Tom Holland.
Bruce Willis.
Yes, Bruce Willis is going to be playing the Human Torch in the next Fantastic Four movie.
There you go.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, even though I did anyways.
No, that's what I was gonna say.
Well,
to
you said, I know, but you say you want to talk about it last week. Okay, so there must have been something on your
no.
mind. and you've been
Well,
hot.
I just so surprised that that's happening.
When? I mean, based on the movies and everything that's going on, we probably won't see that until we're in our 50s, dude.
Well, in your 50s.
No, that's why I'm saying we're our 50s, because it's going to be a lot longer from you.
Well, it doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to say is that I think they're just introducing the Sinister Six thing. Oh my gosh, Sean!
When it
You're
gets warm, no, dude. When it gets warm at the bottom, I got like this much left. That's some nasty shit.
Stop babysitting the shit, fucking asshole. Such a babysitter.
Starting to feel a little something from it. A little something from it.
You know where they got the name from?
No.
Well, if you ever go to their tours up here in Chicago, they have a brewery out here, but it's from California. But they have a brewery out here too, and they'll tell you that the reason they got that name was the owners or some guys that work for the company were trying to come up with a name, and they couldn't think of the name of the beer that they were trying to come out with. So they're like, you know what? I'll be right back. I want to go smoke some, a little something. Oh shit! So they got that name from going out to go smoke some weed. So that's like a little reference. The Jay Cutler.
Jay Kuba, you fuck. I'm sorry that I didn't. You should have just told me before you wanted to just call it a little something or not a little something. Well, this is more than just a little something. Turn this off here.
Yeah, because the Jay Kuba is just our nicknames or whatever, but you gotta have the name of the show too.
Because I have the ability now to edit a lot of this stuff. You can, film some of your cooking. Did you go out and buy a tripod or anything like that? I was gonna say buy a GoPro.
Yeah, I have to work.
It's an investment, man. It's an investment.
I know. I for sure have to get some stuff. Now that I have some time off, I'll start doing some shopping and get some things because I need it ASAP. And now that I heard a lot of the stores are actually going to start doing their Black Friday early.
They're not doing Black Friday at Home Depot. They're not doing Black Friday at Walmart. They canceled all of it. It's
I
all going to be
know.
online now.
Well, yeah. I was just reading that online. Like they were talking about like how
The whole month is going to be Black Friday.
yeah, I think a lot of stores are doing that.
Makes sense.
Best Buy was going to bring out some Black Friday stuff, but then a lot of the stores even months ago said they were not even going to have open up on Thursday or anything like that.
But I mean, like, what kind of? I mean, are they going to have enough stuff? A lot of this shit comes from overseas, and if it's being quarantined for fucking, COVID.
A lot of these companies, if you ever pay attention, they buy Christmas stuff a year, later, a year before it's supposed to be released. So like anything that's new,
Wait, you just said a year later, but a year before. I'm confused. I'm going back. This is a T-Net thing.
Like, what I'm trying to explain is like say they're buying a lot of these companies like Walmart or Target, when they send their buyers, they go into other countries to buy whatever they think is going to be half for that Christmas that they can sell. That's going to come out probably next year. So they probably already have whatever they have.
You look like Rick Ross right now.
I don't see no resemblance at all.
I don't know. Maybe it's because it almost looks like you got like this gold jacket on. Yeah. And then you got the boobs stick. And I see boobs. Stop touching her boobs, man.
Somebody's jealous. So yeah.
Boobs, man. I want to touch them.
So yeah. Just hearing about that, and like I was talking about, like Jamie Foxx. It's cool that they bring somebody back from a movie, because I know there's a lot of rumors of like, oh, should we bring the other guy that played Spider-Man and a different thing or something? I don't know.
They should. It makes perfect sense now with the multiverse.
I know.
When they did the Spider-Man into the multiverse, I love that movie. I love that.
But the thing is, listen, what they can do is if they can still keep that close friendship with Marvel, like Sony and Marvel saying that close friendship, like, all right, we'll do these multiverse things with these other different Spider-Mans, and we'll let you use one of our. Say we'll create a Iron Man, and the Iron Man could be Tom Cruise, that he could appear one of the fucking Spider-Man movie universe in that way,
So let me tell you my vision real quick. Just let me throw you out, because Iron Man was the favorite superhero that I had when I was a kid. I loved Iron Man, and when I found out that Tom Cruise might be Iron Man, this is what I pictured in my head. And just a scene from the movie is that fucking Tony Stark is blasted out of his mind. He's fucking drunk as all fucking get out. Rudy's looking for him. Pepper Potts is looking for him. He's fucking flying around town, drunk as fuck in the armor, crashing in the buildings and shit like that, because he's a drunk. Back then, that's what he was. When I started reading comic books, Tony Stark was an alcoholic, a bad alcoholic. And he would fucking do shit like that. And that's the scene that I would have loved to see. Tom Cruise drunk as Tony Stark in the Iron Man armor, just fucking just fucking being a fucking drunk. And that was my vision. Then they didn't do it.
Wow.
And Robert Downey Jr., I think he's a great Tony Stark. I think he was a little too gay. No, that's not the right word. He was too feminine. Robert Downey Jr. is an effeminate kind of actor, and I thought he brought that to the character, but he still had the strength. I never saw Tony Stark. Tony Stark to me was James Bond. Tony Stark was James Bond. I think Timothy Dalton would have played a great, Tony Stark. But again, this was back in the day, back when all those people were. But that's how I saw Tony Stark as James Bond. Robert Downey Jr. brought himself into the role, and I love it. I still love it. Don't get me wrong. I thought when Iron Man blew the fuck away, man. I was blown away when I saw Iron Man, and I watched everything behind the scenes. I saw the pictures of fat Iron Man on the street. I'm like, dude, that looks like fucking fat Iron Man. Is he gonna really look like in the movie? And the movie came out and blew me the fuck away. So don't get me wrong, I still love Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, but I would have liked to have seen his character be a little bit more manly.
Okay.
No offense to any of the men that are out there that are not as manly as the Iron Man, the Tony Stark that I remember as a comic book character. So don't get offended by any of that. And please like and comment. And I'm saying all this because nobody's liking and nobody's commenting. So hey, or you might be liking, thumbs up, but nobody's commenting. So. Thumbs up your ass, Sean, you fucking asshole, homophobic motherfucker.
Okay, Sean. I never get a chance to talk with you. Never get a chance to talk. I think people would rather hear my voice than yours. But we won't ever know because they won't comment.
Well, I mean, what if your friends said to you? I mean, like, what if they said to you? I mean, like, they've come up to you and said something, right?
Well,
I mean,
someone. Okay, calm down. I did get some comments, but like, okay, won't you just like I said, I appreciate whatever you have to say, but I told it's best if you just commented on there, then but whichever way. But I do get some comments or feedback actually.
And it's good though, right?
Yeah, actually, pretty good.
Well, tell them to fucking comment. Say something, good or bad.
We got up to 8 subscribers.
Hey, what's the name of your beard oil? I forgot. A friend of mine asked me about it, and I don't want to forget.
My what?
Your beard oil. What's the name of it? How much does it cost? And what do you get out of it? You need to get lined up seriously, bro. Look at that.
I went last Friday. No, was it Friday? No, Saturday.
Maybe it's just because of my camera.
I went last Saturday, actually. Saturday morning. Scotch Porter. Yeah.
Write that shit down.
I buy their shampoo and their conditioner and oils and all that. They got some really good stuff. Scotch Porter.
Was it? I'm assuming it has a smell to it, right?
Yeah, they love
Does
it.
it smell
Smells like a man. No, it smells good actually. It has like kind of like the oils itself are kind of like a pine oak type of smell or whatever, but smooth. But I've been making my own oils. I haven't made one in a while because I wanted to expand and make some beer oil that's healthy, but actually is gonna help it grow or just have a nice smell to it whenever so.
Put like everything that's healthy these days. So put some keto into it. put some hemp into it. Yeah, anything that's keto. So put some meat in there or something like that. I don't know. Put some and then the most important part, copper. Copper, because that's in everything now. They put that shit in everything. It's like fucking the hot sauce
Copper?
of fucking health. Yeah,
I thought
everything's
corn
copper
was.
infused. You know what I mean?
Copper? I never heard of that. I thought
Copper? You've never heard of copper infused? You've never heard of stuff that has copper in it? Because
Like what?
it helps with blood flow. Copper? Really? Like the waistbands, the things for your knees, the things, anything health related that has copper in it? You've never heard of anything?
Okay, that thing.
What is this guy? Where the fuck did you just come from? You're like these people who don't know why the things are blocked in certain aisles for the COVID thing. They're like, why are you doing this? Really?